Silly me.
Oh, she must not have it routed out yet. Are you going to use the iPad on this one? Because I was going to take it to get it up there.
Hey there, Houston. Meteorologist Erika Lopez here, and giving you guys the latest weather update on the ongoing rain. This is all because of the tropical disturbance that we've been tracking and talking about the last couple of days. Heaviest of the rain now moving eastward, and believe it or not, by the end of the day, most of this is going to be gone. But we still have lots of pockets that are seeing some moderate showers to heavy showers, and our main concern actually this afternoon for the heaviest of the rain will be closer to the coast, where we still see some dark orange, some dark reds and yellows embedded with the green. Green is still a steady light rain that we've been tracking here in downtown Houston that's been ongoing, but the heaviest has been across the coast. If you're tuning in from downtown, you're wondering, why is this such a big deal? We haven't even seen that much activity. South of us and along the coast, that's where the majority of the activity has been. I'm going to just paint the picture for you here, show you these rainfall totals, specifically south and east of Houston, southwest of Houston, excuse me, where we have this bullseye of dark reds and dark orange colors. That is Doppler radar estimated rainfall totals around 7, 8, 9 inches of rain. But when we actually look at rain gauges, so sometimes Doppler radar, it's just estimating, it's not necessarily true. On official rain gauges in these areas, though, we have had reports exceeding a foot of rain. And that's why if you look on Twitter right now, if you look on Facebook, if you go to KHOU or social media pages, you can just scroll through the amount of photos of flooding that's been ongoing. We've had lots of water rescues that's been ongoing. The road's a mess. If you do not need to be on the roads, we highly recommend you stay home, stay indoors, and just kind of avoid this mess. Just consider it a rainy day schedule today. Here's a look at what's going on for, again, these are estimated rainfall totals south of 59. El Campo, we've had reports of water going into some of our viewers' homes. If you guys have any pictures of any storm reports, you can post them on our social media pages. Comment below with those pictures or any reports in general. I'm also going to be answering any questions on Facebook, so I'm going to pull up this Facebook Live here. If you're tuning in via Facebook, even though we are streaming on all platforms, I'm going to roll through your guys' questions and see if I can answer any here. But again, heavy rain is the main concern. Flash flooding is our main threat for today. This is all because of the tropical disturbance in areas where we've had the majority of the rain from this morning, which was Wharton County, Matagorda County. That's starting to push eastward, so we're finally going to be able to get a break there. But a flash flood watch is still in effect through this evening. It was in effect through tomorrow morning, but that has since lessened in time because of the fact that we're expecting the system to move out even quicker out there. So good news there. I have a storm report. Karen commented on Facebook that Wallace is receding as of now, but she heard a report of 13 inches. So not official, but that's what the word's spreading around there. But the good news is that the water is receding because, again, a lot of that rain is starting to push east. So that's really good there. Just that constant rain that I mentioned, Juan is saying out in League City, but not seeing any heavy downpours. So that's typically what we've been tracking around downtown Houston and areas such as League City. But again, closer you are to the coast in areas such as Galveston, which is where Gabrielle's tuning in from, that is where we still have some ongoing heavy rain. All right, so we have questions on what about the forecast? How does it look to pan out for the rest of the afternoon? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to walk us through our future track. You're wondering, when is this rain moving on out? When can we dry out, especially if you're someone who's had issues with the horrible flash flooding? So here's our future track. This is this afternoon. Heaviest of the rain around lunchtime as of right now off the coast. Downtown Houston, we're just seeing that constant moderate to light rain that will at least be a drizzle, but not seeing any heavy downpour. So I think we can handle that. But the coastal areas are going to be our main issue for the next few hours. Fast forwarding to about 1, 2 p.m., still pockets of heavy rain possible along the coast. And north of that, showers are going to become a little more scattered. So they're not going to be as dense as what we had, as widespread as what we had throughout the morning. So we'll get a little break from the rain, on and off periods of scattered showers. Can't rule out a thunderstorm here and there for late tonight, but again, periods of on and off rain that will be on the lighter side, I think is going to be the trend for the rest of the day, minus if you're tuning in along the coast. That's where heaviest pockets of rain are possible. So late Wednesday night, most of the activity now well east of us. Check this out. We'll be drying out overnight. Your morning commute tomorrow, completely different from what our morning commute was this morning. So now the only issue is that we will still have lots of ponding on the roads. Low water crossings likely going to be an issue also. But the good news, we won't have to battle any additional rain or any additional heavy downpours as you're heading to work tomorrow. But just when you think, okay, we're done with this tropical rain, now let's get ready for the weekend, let's dry out, we have another system that we're tracking. A trough of low pressure is going to ignite some afternoon thunderstorms along I-35, and believe it or not, those storms are headed our way. And this is what's going to give us the potential for some strong to severe storms for Thursday evening. So again, we're going to have a window from Thursday morning to Thursday early afternoon where we should stay dry. That's going to let water recede, but then pop-up afternoon thunderstorms are possible because of a completely different system. And this system actually brings in a severe weather threat. So this is going to bring in the potential for some hail tomorrow. As a matter of fact, this is the latest update. National Weather Service has just increased the severe threat for these storms to an enhanced risk for some strong to severe storms for part of our viewing area. I'm going to zoom in. It mainly is west of Houston. This is where the strong to severe storms will be likely tomorrow afternoon, especially with the timing that these storms will be pushing through. In the afternoon, we have sunshine that fuels the atmosphere, creates daytime heating, and then some strong to severe thunderstorms that will likely become a greater threat for some severe storms. So it's now a 3 out of 5. This is the latest in from the Storm Prediction Center. So that's going to be our issue for tomorrow afternoon, although the majority of the risk will be west of us. All right, so once we get through those storms, let's plan out your weekend. Taking a quick look at your weekend outlook. A slim 20% chance for a spotty shower on Friday, but then temperatures are creeping on up. Upper 90s is what we're expecting for this weekend. For Saturday and Sunday, mostly sunny skies. There's no rain, but it's going to be hot. If you thought this past weekend was hot, we are forecasting even hotter temperatures this weekend, and it's likely going to be the hottest weekend that we're seeing so far for 2019. So we will be drying out. The heat is back. Dangerous heat index values of up to 106. Please make sure you're staying cool and hydrated this weekend. Cooling off by a pool, cooling off at the coast, probably a good idea. Just make sure you are putting on sunscreen. So your 7-day forecast, again, still dealing with tropical rain. The coast, I think, is going to be our main concern throughout the rest of this day. Other than that, just a constant moderate type of light to maybe moderate showers at times. Scattered thunderstorms on Thursday. These are evening possible severe storms, and then drying out and warming up. Okay, I'm going to put radar back on, and then what I'm going to do is go through our Facebook questions and see if there's any questions I can answer here. So trying to scroll down, looks like you guys are commenting below. Hopefully not that bad for today in North Houston. Hey, Andrea Garrett's asking this question about North Houston. Believe it or not, North Houston and north of Houston, it's not that bad. We're expecting most of the rainfall activity, because the system is coming in from the Gulf, to be closer to the coast. 1 to 2 inches is all we're forecasting north of Houston. So you guys aren't really having the issue. If you're south of Houston or along our coastal counties, that's where it's a huge problem. Lisa probably has my favorite comment. Can we all just go to Buc-ee's? Which Buc-ee's though? Because if it's the Buc-ee's in Wharton, it's pretty flooded out there. They have had the worst of it. Flash flood warning was in effect all morning long, so, you know, just pick the right Buc-ee's. Maybe the Buc-ee's in Katy is the best deal here. So let me see. LaShawn is reminding us, with all of this, and it's also hurricane season. That's right. So typically any system, this was a tropical system. Hurricane season officially started on June 1st. Any tropical season or a system that develops at this time of the year, they're typically weaker ones, and they're just kind of easing us and preparing us for what could be a pretty busy season. Now, the National Hurricane Center, or NOAA, is forecasting an average season, but we still have the possibility. Again, we all know it just takes one storm to make landfall and cause devastation. This was just a disturbance, and it did bring in a little bit of an issue for some homes and flooding in homes. All right, we have a storm report from Darlene. 12 inches out in Blessing. Hope you're holding up okay, Darlene. That is a lot of rain in such a small amount of time, which is why flash flood warnings are issued. So Catherine's saying that it's windy where she's at, and she's watching tree limbs around her area. Where exactly are you tuning in, Catherine? Blood good. All right, 12 inches out in Wharton, Judy's saying. So Harris County, is it going to be flooded? You know, Harris County is actually not getting it too bad. Our coastal counties are what's seeing the heavy rain as of right now. Let's take a look at what rainfall totals we've seen in the last 24 hours. But you can clearly see, if we take a look at the last 24 hours, who has had the worst of it. We just had some storms that were training in this area from early this morning. Up until now, we're finally starting to see some relief in Wharton County, Matagorda County, but these pockets of reds and oranges, those are bullseyes of isolated areas picking up well over a foot of rain. So that's why we've had issues there. Water rescues reported out there, some crazy, crazy photos coming in on social media. If you guys have any weather photos you'd like to share, you can find me on Facebook, Erika Lopez, KHOU. Message them to me. I'd love to be able to kind of share what you guys are seeing. You guys are the eyes and ears of what's going on out there, and help us spread the news of what kind of issues we're dealing with here around the Houston area. Okay, so what I'm going to do is let you guys go, and I'm going to roll through these questions on Facebook and on Twitter and see what I can answer for you guys. But comment below. Stay safe out there. Again, just try to call it a rainy day if you can, and don't be on the roads if you don't have to. We dry out tonight, but then afternoon thunderstorms and severe storms are possible tomorrow evening. So our dry window will be early tomorrow morning through tomorrow early afternoon. We get about a 12-hour window before afternoon storms are possible. All right, thanks for tuning in, and we'll chat with you soon.